Welcome back to the Chama. We are discussing a brand new project that I'm very excited to be involved in called Love Matters. And with Sean and Stephanie Haas, who is the company. What's your title, actually? I don't even know what it is.
I'm a health scientist.
Okay, so you're a health scientist with Love Matters.
Yes.
Are you country coordinator or something?
No, not really. I'm just, I'm doing anything that comes up.
Oh, okay.
Anything and everything.
So as a coordinator for Health Matters, and you're a health
I'm a health scientist,
you're a
and
health
it's
scientist,
Love Matters.
and you're talking about love, because these are two distinct things. And then the questions that are coming up from Kenyan, is it men and women saying I'm shy?
It's both men and women, yes.
Okay, so what advice do you give?
To get over your shyness, to just put yourself out there. I know, it
Ooh,
sounds
that is
harsh,
difficult.
but absolutely, but just imagine how good you feel after you've asked that cute guy out and he actually says yes.
Ooh, I'm getting a little bit concerned here. So we have a shyness concern, right? And you address it by just saying get over it.
Not necessarily get over it, but approach people ask your friends, do they know anybody who you might be interested in, get introduced through them.
Maybe ask the person out sideways.
Exactly.
Instead of saying, will you have dinner with me, just say, my friends are having dinner, wanna come?
Exactly, invite them out to a party, go bring them along somewhere, yeah.
I'm well past 18 and I still have issues with that. I do not have an easy time asking
yourself
people
out there and say, hi, I like you.
So, okay.
But that's what love and relationship is essentially all about. I mean, if you bring up the condom topic, it's the same thing.
Constantly, I'm getting the HIV, when do we go for testing, when do I bring it up, how do I even say this, Valentine, da-da-da. So girls do this. They think if the guy has taken off the condom, then now we're in a committed relationship. Without ever having the conversation, they're like, but we don't use condoms. So they think they're committed. But it doesn't mean that, does it?
And they end up with a baby. Yes.
A baby and an absent guy, because he's like, what?
I'm 22. I don't need to be a father.
And a baby might be the most positive outcome. You could end up with AIDS. You could end up with, all kinds of other stuff. So I don't know. I find it interesting how people are not so willing to stand up for themselves.
The thing is, I don't think you should have sex with somebody who doesn't respect you or your health or their own health enough to use a condom.
I was doing the August bunch of questions. I know we're in June. You guys work so much ahead, And I was dealing with two of them. This guy is saying that he has a girlfriend and he's been sleeping with this girl who has a boyfriend, but they're doing their thing and they're the ones who are in love. But these boyfriend-girlfriend thingies on the side are really relevant and they don't know how to create this relationship. Just messy stuff.
Okay, I'm confused.
Okay.
I'm completely confused. He has a girlfriend.
So like me and you are sleeping together, male, female.
Now everybody's confused.
And then you have a boyfriend and I have a girlfriend.
Okay.
And we're trying to create a relationship because we're in love, but we don't know how to break up with these guys.
Oh, don't know how to break up.
Don't know how to break up.
Send a text.
Don't know how to send a text,
Send a
Sean.
text.
You don't break up on text. Do not break up on text. Ignore Sean.
It's so cheap nowadays.
So many
convenient.
people have been heartbroken by Sean.
This is completely not true. Completely not true, Stephanie. Ignore her. Ignore her. But
I've known Valentine slightly longer than you, so I tend to believe her. Sorry.
I'm so wounded. I'm so wounded.
But actually, that's not true. I think Sean has known me the longest out of very many people. Like 10 years we've been friends.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm finding it really interesting that we have so many self-esteem issues, the shyness thing. Do you find this in other countries?
We do, but it's specifically pronounced here.
Wow.
Really.
I think there's something in our education system that beats us down. Shut up! Don't ask the teacher questions. Shut up! Don't express yourself. Shut up!
Yeah, and where do you go to when you have a question?
So
Yeah.
Is
Which is why this is necessary.
Yeah, is your mandate or mission to have people communicating, or is your mandate or mission to have people using condoms and be protected and be responsible? Because love matters. Sounds like a nice movie theme. Yeah.
I actually believe there is a movie called Love Matters.
Well, that's
as
Love
well.
Actually.
No, there was another one as well. Every time you Google Love Matters, then you come up with IMDb.
Okay.
But yeah, if you want to go to the website, it's lovematters.co.ke. And our mission is to help people make more responsible choices in their life.
Oh, okay.
And that includes love. That includes relationship. I am in an abusive relationship, for example. What do I do? That's not healthy. I have high sex drive, but I don't know, is masturbation bad for me? Is watching porn bad? Can I do that? Can I ethically do that?
Oh God.
Those are all...
I got this question yesterday. This guy said he can have sex 8 times in one night.
I've read that one, yes.
I said, what are you, half lion? What do you mean 8 times?
I know the guy! Yes!
And actually
Did
he
you
said,
dump
but
him
my
on
girlfriend
text,
can
Sean?
only do 4.
I mean, really?
It's
8 times? I was like, he's lying. 8 times.
Let's hope so. The poor girl.
And he said, my girlfriend's William. Like, does she have a job? Like, what? Anyway, all these issues. I'm excited to be part of the conversation. That's why I agreed to now. I've always refused to talk about relationships because I'm like, I'm not an expert, da da da. But I'm excited now to be a part of this conversation and dealing with things like self-esteem, identity issues. We don't even know how to date across tribal lines. People hide their Kikuyu girlfriends from their Luo mothers and their Kalenjin boyfriends from their Maasai dads or whatever. It's just, and you...
Actually, I think we just hide everything from our parents. Because I've never seen so much hiding anywhere else as here. Because I like to know what's going on in my daughter's life. I'm pretty free and open about that.
Yeah.
But then I speak to my friends, I speak to Kamal, I speak to you, and there's a lot of no, 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 no. No.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, in my family, I'm the bizarre child who doesn't hide stuff from my parents. And I'm constantly being asked, how do you write this column? What do your parents say? I'm like, I'm an adult, I'm earning a living. I haven't asked.
Yes, definitely.
You know? But I think my dad is proud of me. I don't know about my mom. Jury's still out. We'll see.
So your mum's cool. So lovematters.co.ke.
That's it.
Ask any question you want.
Or find us on Facebook. It's Love Matters Africa. Yes.
Okay, cool.
If I have a clinic and I want to register it on Love Matters, what do I do?
Send us an email. There is a contact us button on the website, and we'll be happy to add your clinic to our list.
So is it just for HIV testing?
No,
or
it's everything. Wherever it's family planning, where do I get birth control? Where do I get information? How do I get tested? Do I have gonorrhea?
Ooh.
Yeah.
What about the abortion question? How often does that come up?
Rarely. Rarely. We do have some information on abortions and having safe abortions. And yeah, those backstreet clinics, of course, are a huge thing.
They're
and
deadly.
Yes, they are.
Okay, so you don't know if the testing is free at these clinics. You just are
Not
giving the
necessarily.
information.
We're giving
that.
the information.
Okay.
The pricing can vary.
Okay. What do you tell people about abortion? This is interesting.
That gets a bit tricky.
It is because it's illegal,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
But like I'm pro-choice. So
So am I.
I wouldn't stand in the way of a woman wanting to have an abortion. I'd be like, go ahead. You don't want to be a mother. Your first instinct is get rid of it. Please do.
Let's face it, it's a very hard decision, and even if you are pro-choice, if you're in the situation yourself, you don't know how you'll react. It will be a different situation,
I'm so
and it
glad
will be
you
a
said
difficult.
that. People do act like abortion is something you can do over lunch and go back to work.
No,
You
no,
know,
it's
but-
a decision that you deal your entire life with.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Okay.
it's a difficult decision.
Do you have some really weird questions that come up that you're like, oh, I'd never thought or seen that before?
I mean, apart from the guy who can go 8 times.
Yes.
You think that's weird?
We had a question the other day asking how you can make a penis more erect so they can deal with a virgin.
Ouch.
To
Yes.
deal with a virgin.
Ouch. I think semi-flaccid is the way to go, but that's just me.
So, you know, by answering these kinds of questions, we hope to give girls a somewhat more pleasurable first experience than a guy.
Oh, good. Okay.
You know.
That is the best part of the job for me, actually, is speaking to young women and saying you can be more demanding in bed. This should be good for you, and this should be working for you. Do not participate if you're in pain or if you're not having a good time.
And you know, we get a lot of questions, how do I pleasure my boyfriend? No, it's not about that. It's about the equality of pleasure. It's you getting pleasure and you giving pleasure.
You're creating this thing, yes.
Yeah.
And it should feel good. You're not enduring something,
Exactly.
persevering something.
Exactly.
You know?
I'm having an entire image here of 2 shy people actually going out and actually getting intimate, and then what? Do you think he'll bring up the condom conversation? I don't know. Do you think so? I don't know.
The condom conversation is always awkward, whether you're shy or not. But what's much more awkward is going back 6 weeks later and saying, honey, I have syphilis.
Nothing's
Or,
worse than
I'm
the
pregnant.
STD conversation. How about that?
So
So you just have the condom.
So
It's far less awkward to say, should we use your condom or my condom?
Or don't even say it, just pull it out.
Exactly. A condom should not be negotiable.
I like that.
Okay. So make sure that you pick up the Star this weekend and read Love Matters. If you're avoiding that conversation with your kids, just give them the newspaper is the point. Grace and Kamal are standing by, and we'll be back in just a second.